All right, what's good, all day fam? Back again for another segment of all day. We're gonna get straight to it. So, former Colts quarterback Philip Rivers was a serious candidate to become the Bills' next head coach after his interview, but he informed general manager Brendan Bean that he wasn't willing to fully commit to the job. After Rivers completed his interview, Bean walked him outside. He had one final question: "Do you really want this job?" It had been less than 48 hours since the idea was even first presented to him. So Bean wanted to make sure Rivers knew that he wasn't going to make a 1 or 2 year commitment. He has to be all in. That meant possibly moving his family. He has 10 kids with his wife, Tiffany, to Buffalo, potentially for the next 10 years. Take a couple of days and think about it, Bean told Rivers. I said, if you have any doubt, tell me. No. You did a great job, and I'll be surprised if you're not in the mix at the end, Bean said. By no means do you have this job, but I think you'll be in the mix. So Sunday afternoon, Bean got a call back. Rivers' voice was cracking. The opportunity to work with Josh Allen was one that was hard to pass up, but Rivers told Bean that he'd had some doubt as to whether he could be fully committed right now. So Philip Rivers passed up on it. Let's see. Yeah, so Philip Rivers. It would have been interesting to see Philip Rivers be on coach Josh Allen and be with the Bills. But I get it. Philip Rivers, I mean, he's retired. He has his whole family in Alabama. He's coaching in high school football, and in Alabama, his son Gunnar Rivers seems like he's really great, and seems like the high school football team that he's coaching out there is really great too. And so to pick your family up and move them all the way to New York, Buffalo, New York, that's pretty tough. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think it just boils down to how bad he really wants it. How bad he really wants it, and I mean, I'm sure his family would support him either way. I mean, so I get it. I get it that Phillip Rivers didn't want to do it. He's like, but I think Phillip Rivers, if he does have an idea, if he wants to coach in the league, this was an opportunity for him to do that. But almost like a 10-year commitment to this. I get it. I understand. Will we see Phillip Rivers coach in the NFL one day? I think so. I think Phillip Rivers will be a great coach. I think Phillip Rivers, what he did with his team in Alabama. I mean I mean it was just high school, but still, I mean it was still successful. So given that, hopefully one day we will see Phil Rivers coaching in the league. The fact that he had an interview and the Bills is really high on him, and they think that he could have been in the mix, that's a big deal. Well, the Bills went on with Joe Brady, so we'll see what Phil Rivers is going to do in the future. Some clips from the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl interviews with two teams.
Be in a good situation. I had some experience being in the league. I wanted to have a good head coach. I wanted to have a good OC, and I knew that they were going to have a good defense. Oh, I ain't give. Oh, excuse me. I be talking to y'all like we friends. I didn't care about that, sir. I wasn't thinking about them winning 4 games. That didn't have nothing to do with it. I wanted to go somewhere where I was going to be in a good situation. I had some experience being in the league. I wanted to have a good head coach. I wanted to have a good OC, and I knew that they were going to have a good defense. Oh, I ain't give. Oh, excuse me. I be talking to y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that for Stephon Diggs, he found his way with New England. I think I think the fact that I think it's very interesting the fact that he leaves New England and I mean he leaves Buffalo and then he goes to he goes to the Texans. It doesn't really work out for him really well in the Texans. Now he's in New England and seems to be working out very very well for Stephon. So I think that it'll be interesting to see if he's going to stay with New England. I think he may. I mean, I think he should. I don't see where else he can go. I thought Stephon Diggs was washed up because when I saw him in Houston, I didn't really think he was. I was thinking that was kind of like towards the end of his career. So I really like the fact that he went to the Patriots and New England actually helped revolutionize his career. I think I thought Stephon Diggs was always really a great wide receiver, but I didn't really know if he was going to do this well in New England. I didn't think Drake May was going to do that well. But that just shows that Stephon Diggs is he's the type of quarterback. I mean, he's the type of wide receiver that he has a good quarterback. He can really perform and really, he can really help. Or he's a quarterback whisperer. He is the type of wide receiver that can definitely get a quarterback into I won't say his prime, but definitely help the quarterback evolve. Look what he did with Josh Allen. Now look what he's doing with Drake May. Stephon Diggs deserves a lot of credit for that. Drake May wasn't really doing anything prior to Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen wasn't really doing anything prior to Stephon Diggs either. And now look out. So, and it's not like he has an offensive coach. He got Mike Vrabel. So Mike Viggs is definitely a great wide receiver. I think he can be a Hall of Famer one day. I don't think he's a first ballot, but I definitely think he can be a Hall of Famer. Definitely think he can be a Hall of HOF. Let's see. Speaking of, keep it rolling. There was just some interesting clips during the Super Bowl press conference that I thought was interesting to share with you all. Some stuff we could talk about because I haven't really been talking about the two Super Bowl teams lately. So I think it'll be kind of cool to talk, like, listen to some of their interviews.
God.
Let me think. None of them.
I'll let it rewind.
Which one of your teammates would you not allow to date your sister?
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
Well, nobody want me to date this, is it? I'm a great guy.
Let me think. None of them. Which one of your teammates would you not allow to date your sister?
What guy on this team?
He said none of them. I don't think I would want my sister dating Stephon Diggs. It's true. Because that was the whole point of that video. That was the point that reporter asked Stephon Diggs that. But let's see.
Hey, how do we 250 yards in 3 quarters? He ain't blocked one time.
Hey, but I was willing. I was willing. Hey, you heard him. I ain't trying to be on that tape. See this? This is not what we do. We finish over here. Let me throw some blocks.
It was a little off. Man, I love it though, man. It looks like Stephon Diggs definitely has found his home, and he found his coach that he can play for a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what New England's going to do next year, and I don't think, like, a lot of people are writing New England off. I'm not the only person who's thinking Seattle's going to go out there and run away with this, but I don't think this game is going to be a walk in the park. But I will say this: New England isn't going anywhere, and they are the best franchise in the entire NFL, because for them to be back, they found their coach again, who's pretty much Bill Belichick reincarnated, and they found their quarterback. And I'm not going to go as far as saying he's Tom Brady reincarnated, because that quarterback is nowhere near that. But I see some people trying to make it seem like he is. But Robert Kraft is the best owner in the league. He definitely is. Definitely the best owner in the league. Speaking of Mike Vrabel, let's see what he got to say on this. Sorry.
Is this a must-win game?
A must-win. Yeah, every time we go out, is a must-win game. I mean, it's kind of the attitude that I've always taken in the National Football League.
Is this a must-win game?
A must.
I thought that was kind of weird. I thought that was kind of a weird question. The reporter asking Mike Vrabel was just a must-win game. I mean, it's a Super Bowl. What do you think? And like Mike Vrabel said, every game every day in the NFL is a must-win game. I mean, so if every win in the NFL is a must-win game, you definitely the Super Bowl is. I mean, what else you playing in the NFL for? But I see like the reporters they gotta come up with crap to talk about or come up with questions. All right, switching sides. Let's see what some players Seahawks talking about. My boy Sam Darnold, Sam Dizzy.
Timeouts do we have? What's the situation?
So this first one,
30 seconds on the clock. You're on the 1 yard line. Are you gonna run or are you gonna throw a slant route?
Well, how many timeouts do we have? What's the situation? Do we have any timeouts? No timeouts? I know that's a sore subject for a lot of people, but we'll say pass. No timeouts. No timeouts. You don't want to get stuff. Maybe you run it and you get on the ball and throw it really quickly after that if you don't make it, but it's tough to get those big guys back up after being down there and on the 1 yard line and getting back and on the line of scrimmage. So 30 seconds left on the 1 yard line. That's a great question. As a quarterback, I got to say pass though.
30 seconds on the clock. You're on the 1 yard line.
See that's I like that he said that because I don't even think that's because he's a quarterback he's saying that. I'll say because he's an intelligent player he's saying that because I've argued with people for a very, very long time about that play, and everybody keeps talking about, oh, all you had to do was run. All you had to do was run. All you had to do was run. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that people don't get. They ran with Marshawn Lynch like 3 times or 4 times already, and he got stuffed, and he didn't get it. So why would you run with him again? And the passing play wasn't a bad offensive call. It wasn't a bad offensive play. And the pass by Russell Wilson wasn't a bad pass. So what happened is that a lot of people they take a lot of credit away from what was that guy's name? I think he played like at a college in West Alabama or somewhere too. I forget his name. But the guy they don't talk about the great defensive play by the defensive back. By the cornerback. And I remember that game like it was not like in the back of my hand because Darrelle Revis was on that team. And that was the year when the first year that Darrelle Revis got there, they won. And I said it. I was like, oh, they signed my boy Revis. You got my favorite player of all time, or my favorite quarterback of all time on the same team. The greatest cornerback of all time. And at that time, I was saying the greatest defensive player of all time. I really think Darrelle Revis actually is. And the greatest quarterback of all time. And Tom Brady on the same squad, I said, there's no way in hell they ain't winning that. 2 first ballot Hall of Famers. Oh, they won the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. And that's exactly what they did. Ravens side locked down. Never was really throwing on that side. It was it wasn't a bad offensive pass. And I'll even look it up. I even look it up to see that like how many times they ran the ball with Marshawn Lynch. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. All right. So let's see if I can find this. Greatest ending in Super Bowl history. Hopefully YouTube will let me play this, but let's see. If it does, I'll have to find something else. But let's see.
The roof is not open that often. They only open it up for the Arizona Cardinals about 2 or 3 times a year. Not at all this season. Chancellor plays down low. Earl Thomas plays deep. Now you've got Devlin in at fullback. The fake to Blunt, and Brady flips it to the side for a first down. 3rd and 9.
Needs the help as well.
The fake. Wilson, who's got a great arm, downfield, turning and making the catch. Twisting and turning is Chris Matthews. Marshawn Lynch, who led the league in right side for Gronkowski and a touchdown. And that is Rob Ninford, as you saw it at the 31-yard line.
In the middle of the field to pick off the man coverage. 24. That makes me number 1.
You know, and it is Amendola 3-yard line in a 10-point game.
This first quarter.
Blunt.
I like
Caught up by the
this.
shirt tail. King up, fire over the middle, and it is taken by Edelman. And Edelman was knocked down, even though hit by Chancellor. They're going to say that
We're going to get it all right there.
The fake to him. Brady dances, throws, and it will be caught. Amendola for the touchdown.
Close.
For Weed.
Right.
Brady to the outside, much as Aaron Rodgers did on opening night. Brady, then as he throws, caught by Gronkowski.
Why is
That
buffering?
one time, once. Richard says, you know, it's everything I can do to keep from getting bored.
Well, I'm going to guarantee he's not bored right now.
2nd and 10. A little more than 4 to go. Brady fires, caught, 1st down, and again.
Brilliantly before, Brady missed the pass.
The curse. Frank Lynch again. Wilson hangs in there, throws. That's
This is the
caught.
play.
That's
This is
going to be
it.
a first.
Playbook. This is the seat. Like I said, they
Russell in
ran
the
the ball
pocket.
like Marshawn.
Russell for Curse, and that's broken up again. And is it? But somehow, did he wind up with a football?
I think Butler hit it, and it fell right back
Wow,
down to
it's
the
a-
ground. Unbelievable.
That was the cornerback's game. Not from
That's
Butler.
exactly what happened, isn't
Right.
it?
Well, Curse goes for it. It's still not on the ground. It's still not on the ground. It's still. Well, look at that.
Oh, my. I can't
Phenomenal.
believe he didn't get up and get in the end zone in time.
And then Butler takes him out. So he breaks up the play. But at the end of the day, look at that. Does a juggling act. Has it at the 5, 1st and goal, 33 yards. Amazing. The ball at the 5.
Now you have to stop Marshawn Lynch.
They have to start Marshawn Lynch. They
Here
ran
he
with
goes.
like
Beast mode to the half-yard line.
I don't know why
Last time
everybody
we called a
was
Super Bowl out, remember?
Ahmad Bradshaw.
Do you let him score?
Yep.
Do you put the ball back in the hands of Tom Brady? And I guarantee you, Bill Belichick is sitting here thinking about it right now.
It's on his mind. It has to be. Do you bleed the clock all the way down? They're bleeding it right down to half a minute.
And again,
2nd and goal. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. On the left. Here he goes. Beast mode. 3 yards.
Okay, so I was wrong. They didn't try running with 3 times, but they ran with him all. They did run with him, and he got shut down. I guess so, maybe. But it,
5 down to Butler. 5 pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. 5 pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Bleeding it right down to half a minute. 2nd and goal. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at.
Or do you put the ball back in the hands of Tom Brady? And I guarantee you, Bill Belichick is sitting here thinking about it right now.
It's on his mind. It has to be. Do you bleed the clock all the way down there? It's still not on the ground. And
So it's good I came back and watched this. It's good I came back and watched it. I mean, I get what people are saying, but I think it's still like not a big deal that they passed the ball. It was a play by Malcolm Butler. And to be honest, that was the last and only time he's ever done something. Because after that Super Bowl, after he got his ring, he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. I think he went to another team, but he wasn't really all that good. And then what else did he do? Let me see. Let's see. Let's read the article about him. So Malcolm Butler to coaching high school in Houston. In the play this week, Malcolm definitely has. It's a calling me in a long time. Things I'll always remember for that. Yeah, he goal line interception, 49 victory for the New England Patriots is one of them. And with the rematch of the Patriots and Seattle Seahawks taking place in Super Bowl 60, oh yeah, the irony, right? The irony. Yeah, the irony. Because I didn't. I just thought about that. In Super Bowl 60, that was 11 years ago. Butler is all over television and social media years after he clinched Tom Brady and Bill Belichick their fourth ring together. Butler described 360 the form out in the San Francisco area ahead of Sunday, basking in the nostalgia of his highlight. It's been a good week, man. I'm blessed. But said, never thought this would happen again while I'm taking advantage of all the blessings that God gave me. The rematch is putting a spotlight on Butler's football, one in which he rose from being drafted out in Division II. Was wow, God, he came out undrafted. He came out of Division II out of West Alabama. He became an All-Pro and two-time Super Bowl champ. That's dope. It's also highlighting that what he's up to now, coaching Houston high school football. Butler is going into his fourth season as a defensive backs coach for St. Thomas High School. The former pro has been a welcome addition to head coach Raymond Davis' staff, who said his unbridled enthusiasm for coaching has made a huge impact on his team. The guy just goes nonstop, Davis said. He's got a lot of energy. It's awesome. The more you have that around your program, the easier it is to have good practices and the easier it is to have guys that want to show up every day. It's exciting to have him around. That's the play. Butler's journey to joining the St. Thomas staff had many steps, but it started in February 2017 at the end of his third NFL season. A native of Vicksburg, Mississippi, Butler was exploring Houston during a day off before the Patriots' miraculous victory over the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. His driver took him to Caddy during the tour, and Butler said he quickly became a fan of the area. He said he decided then that once he was done playing, he would move to the Houston suburb. Butler bought a house in Caddy in 2022 and set up there after the Patriots released him in training camp. The last time he'd been on the NFL roster. He recalled that during Christmas time, he was outside playing basketball when two teenage boys were throwing a football on the street, and one of them threw him a pass. Still new to the neighborhood, Butler came over and started a conversation. The boys quickly recognized him. He started talking with them about their high school team. At St. Thomas, one of the kids at the end of the interaction brought up that the defensive backs coach had just left, and that Butler should reach out to Davis if he was interested. Butler, who said he'd always been intrigued by coaching after his career was over. So after he going to college, I just like to give back to the game, Butler said. I'll always love football, if I'm playing or not. Most players, when they retire, they don't have anything to do, no passion. I could have chose anything else. I could have chose a couple of things besides football, but when the opportunity presents itself, just take advantage of it. St. Thomas was no stranger to former pros coaching. Was no stranger to former pros coaching their football teams. Current Houston Texans quarterbacks coach Jared Johnson served as the school's offensive coordinator between the end of his playing career and starred as an NFL coach. And former University of Houston Stanford Route spent time with the school after his 8-year NFL career. But given the lack of a prior relationship or connection to Houston, Davis was dubious when Butler first texted him to inquire about coaching. I remember thinking, where did you get my number? How did you get it? And surely this is a prank, right? Davis said. But long story short, it was actually him. He actually came to the school a couple of days later and he was willing to try it out. Butler has worked under Davis on a part-time basis ever since. And the boy who recognized him, Max Garcia, who played for NAIA school at Aviella University at the time, now serves as the team's defensive coordinator. Together, St. Thomas reached the TAPS Division I championship in Butler's first season in 2023 and made the playoffs the following 2 seasons. So Butler said it took some time to build respect with the coaching staff, learn the system, and learn players, but he now considers the team as his family and the players as his nephews, ones that continue to remind him of himself. Even though people say I'm a star or whatever, I don't walk in the building. Don't walk on the field like that, Butler said. I want them to see a good, hardworking man, no matter what you got, rich, poor, or whatever. I always tell them, man, we're going to take them shoulder pads off one day, so enjoy it. Davis emphasized Butler's humble approach to coaching. He said that Butler will work with any player, no matter the level or status in the program. The humility often shields Butler's background, with Davis saying one player approached him recently to say, I forget sometimes that Coach Butler is famous, but the expertise Butler brings is invaluable to both the athletes he instructs and the coaches he shares a staff with. He's an open book, Davis said. He doesn't come in and say, we did this or did this. He looks at what we're doing and tries to make sure that he's saying what he has to make sure that he's saying what he has to share in the same way, so that we're all on the same page. I think that's what makes him a good coach. He's not big timing the process. So still both the coaching staff and the players recognize Butler's background in the big stages he's excelled on. Weeks like this put that in perspective. Butler said the team is always asking what Brady and Belichick were like to play with. Davis added that the players joked with Butler about getting them tickets to this year's Super Bowl shortly after the conference championship games concluded. He said, you're going to have to get me 15 interceptions for that to happen, Davis said of Butler's response. Butler knows his claim to fame will always be the interception. The lasting memory of his 7-year NFL tenure will be this astute recognition of a Seahawks goal line concept, blowing up receiver Ricardo Lockett and picking off quarterback Russell Wilson to let New England prevail. Butler said, that's cool with me, but Butler also hopes his work following his playing days will also be included in his legacy. On top of coaching for St. Thomas, Butler hosts a free football camp in Vicksburg every year. Is involved with the United Way of West Mississippi and is an ambassador for the American Diabetes Association. Each cause is close to Butler, and he's impassioned to make a difference in his world after football. So I'm fine being remembered for that play, because after I established I was a productive player and I wasn't just a one-hit wonder, Butler said. I'll always be remembered for that play, but not only that, I'll be remembered as a good person and a good ball player also. That's pretty cool, interesting. Yes, but let's see. So he's coaching Malcolm Butler. He's coaching somewhere in Houston. Yeah, so for a high school. Let's see. So I mean, I was wrong a little bit saying how many times they ran with Marshawn Lynch. I could have sworn they ran with him more than once, but I'm still sticking by what I said. I don't think it was really that bad of a play. It was just like I said. Nope, like it was Malcolm Butler just made a really hell of a play, man. He made a hell of a play. And really, I mean, Lockett was open. Butler just bit on the route. So that's that. That happens. So speaking of a great interception goal line play, Denzel Ward made a pretty cool play, defensive play in the Pro Bowl.
Denzel Ward makes a tremendous catch in the back of the end zone. Cannot run inside the red line. Pressure coming. Gino looking back corner. Oh, picked off. That's going the other way. Denzel Ward makes a tremendous catch in the back of the end zone.
So, like NFC, it looked like the NFC dominated the Pro Bowl because I think the score was. Let me see what the score was. So the score to the Pro Bowl, it was 66-52. The NFC beat the AFC 66-52 in the flag football game. So, the NFC won yet again. So I guess this is their second year in a row they won. It was led by quarterbacks Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, and Dak Prescott. I mean, I'm not big on any of those quarterbacks, but those quarterbacks is much better than the AFC quarterbacks. Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens won an offensive MVP, and Booker safety Antoine Winfield Jr. won defensive MVP for this year's squad. ESPN reporters Brooke Pryor and Nick Wagner covered all the top plays and best moments. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was a 1 minute reading. Oh, but never mind. But I thought it was enough. But I mean, the AFC had Joe Burrow, freaking Joe Flacco, and Shedeur Sanders. And they all were each other's backups. Well, Shedeur Sanders was the backup for Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is the backup for Joe Burrow. So it was a freaking. I mean, you got to be embarrassed if you're Joe Burrow. You just got to be. I think there was like when they was calling him out, but let's see. I will find it. Got some more highlights from the Pro Bowl. Check it out. Because I didn't watch the Pro Bowl at all. So let's see if the national anthem before the Pro Bowl games. So let's see.
Defense, Sid-like.
Soft, too soft to coverage.
Especially the first 15. I think they come out with some
6.
Oh, sweet.
All right, well, that works too.
St. Brown and the NFC. Right down the field. The AFC defense, Sid-like.
Soft, too soft to coverage.
It seemed like the NFC had more participants than AFC did. Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the best receivers in the league. It saw CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. Nobody in the AFC wanted to participate.
Players are on the field. What is happening? He's doing the stinky.
The ball funds Kevin Byard. Doesn't when it is. Out.
He can still sling it. I know that.
The rookie Sanders.
Oh,
look out! Not his ball.
Oh, no.
The tip. And is it fired?
Hustle, flags thrown everywhere, pandemonium. Players are on the field. What is happening? He's doing the stinky.
The ball funds Kevin Byard. Doesn't matter when it is. Outdoors, indoors.
There's a wheelchair on the field. What is happening? He can still sling it. I know that.
Or we're throwing picks in the Pro Bowl. Shouldn't have probably been in the Pro Bowl. Well, you can't blame Shador. Because if Shador, I mean, I would have went too if I was invited. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, a lot of people didn't want to get participate in the Pro Bowl. So, wait, Micah Parsons walking around recording. Hold on.
That'll be 5 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Referee Desiree Abrams helping us understand the violations of rules. Micah Parsons is out there.
What is Parsons doing? Robbed by a mean old lady in a motorized car. Okay, all right.
We live in a
After the
society.
interception.
On Wisconsin. Uh-oh. Pressure coming. Make a play. Back of the end zone. He's got a man.
Oh, yeah.
Ferguson on Wisconsin.
Uh-oh.
Pressure coming. Make a play. Back of the end zone. He's
I mean, there's nothing really that exciting about these Pro Bowl games. But curious to see what he.
As a name, what can you say about the vibes you're creating, just zooming around here all night?
Yeah, I'm just trying to show guys, like, even though you can be injured, not going the way it is, but understand we're still blessed. God still allowed us to be here. And let's just bring energy. Like, we're all so blessed to be here, be around each other. These are some of the best players in the world. And I don't look past that, you know? So I just live in the moment, be where my feet's at, and just enjoy myself.
That's well said. And listen, you got all your supplies here in Lightning McQueen. You got your camcorders, your Doritos, anything you need. This is handy.
Yeah, shout out to my dad. He taught me the way with TPTV, so I created MPTV. You know what I mean? So I just carry this camera everywhere.
We saw you taking some photos too with a still camera. Where are those shots going to end up?
On your social life, you'll see them on social media. We're gonna send them out to the players and everything. Yeah.
Hey, there have been a few times you didn't agree with some things on the field, some things you wanted to celebrate. You just zoomed right out there. What have the conversations been like out there as you've been encouraging the NFC side?
You know, same thing we deal with in the game. The ref's not calling the penalties. They gotta call it. Throw the flag. What's the point of having it if you're not gonna throw it? And it seems like it just always comes against us. You know what I mean? So I just gotta motivate them a little bit more. And you know, I had to choose some of the guys out. You know, we're here to win. NFC is the best division in the football. Like, it's not even close. Like, we gotta separate ourselves from them.
Yeah, you guys have climbed right back in this thing, obviously, and you've got a chance to win it. You're ahead now.
Oh! No! Sorry! Oh, my scooter!
Lightning McQueen is on the loose.
Another costly drop.
Winfield off the deflection. Lightning McQueen. That's on Disney Plus, by the way. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's more like Mater, though.
More
It's
of a
not
Mater
giving,
guy.
it's not
More of a
giving me
Mater guy.
Lightning
Yeah.
McQueen vibes.
Yeah.
On a night where the NFC was.
This is fun. I mean, this looks like just fun. I mean, it's cool. Let's see. Fourth down and the OU connection of Jalen and CD come through. Let's see.
James with a smile on his face. He makes his way to the sideline. And then he can do whatever you
Watch
want.
out. Oh!
Here comes Hurts.
We almost got it.
And there's CD Lamb.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Still got some time.
James with a smile on his face as he makes his way to the sideline. And then
Man, the NFC got everybody playing with the NFC. I mean, shoot, people didn't want to play because freaking. I guess YouTube don't like me showing those videos. Man, whatever. YouTube, but whatever, man. But I have to turn those. I have to stop playing those videos. But the NFC got all the players playing. I mean, you see Bijan, you see freaking CD, you see Micah's there, George Pickens, all the guys is there. AFC, like nobody really wanted to play on the AFC side. The AFC got ballers, man. I mean, you can't like AFC got ballers. I hear what Michael Parsons saying. He's saying like the NFC is the best division in all of football. It's not even close. It is close. I mean, right now the best quarterbacks are in the AFC. The best quarterbacks are in the AFC. I mean, who you got? In the AFC, you got. I'm gonna write this down so I won't forget. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull up my sticky notes. My apologies if my cam is if it's muted because freaking YouTube blocking my stream. I'm just putting something. I mean, I'm on NFL Network's website, like X account, so I don't think it shouldn't matter. But whatever. But the AFC, they got the best QBs. They got that hands down. It's not even close. All the top 5 quarterbacks are in the AFC. Really, even the top 10. Who you got? You got Justin. You got Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Who else? Lamar Jackson. LJ. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 QBs right there. Arguably the top 5. And then you got in the NFC. What the NFC got? You got Matthew Stafford. They got Jalen Hurts ain't the top 5 quarterback. He in the top 10, so I'm not even gonna name Jalen Hurts. What the NFC got? We got. Jack Prescott. He's up there. I'll give it to Jack Prescott. And then they got. Oh, it's not even close. I'm not even gonna try to hurt myself by trying to think about these. But let me see. All right, hold on. Change my mind. Let's see. I'm researching it right now. All right, so we got. All right, I asked ChatGPT to pull it up for me because I wanted to see. So AFC East, you got Josh Allen, Tua, Drake May, Aaron Rodgers. Josh Allen's the only top 10 quarterback out of all of them. I'm not saying Drake May is up there yet. Drake May could be top 10. Drake May could be top 10. Now you got Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Deshaun. Okay, this is why you cannot. be too committed on ChatGPT because ChatGPT just be wrong. Deshaun Watson, bro, come on. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. Okay, I'm just looking to see if I'm missing. All right, CJ Stroud. I don't think he's a top 10. Trevor Lawrence. He's not top 10. Bo Nix. He's not top 10 though. Daniel Jones. He's not top 10. Sam Darnold could be top 15, top 10. Caleb Williams is top 10. Baker Mayfield is not top 10. Brock Purdy is not top 10. Matthew Stafford, obviously top 10. Bryce Young, he's like top 15, top 20. Caleb Williams, I already said Caleb Williams. So yeah, I mean, the NFC, the AFC got depth, obviously got the best quarterbacks. Obviously, it's not even close. So like, I'm gonna do a comparison. Hold on, I'm gonna do a comparison. Receivers. The AFC now, then this is gonna be close. Now, wide receivers is gonna be close. There's some dogs on both sides. Now you got Stephon Diggs with the freaking Patriots. Tyreek Hill, he's out right now. Garrett Wilson, AFC. Jamar Chase, AFC. Zay Flowers, I think he's overrated. George Pickens, NFC. Amari Cooper. Nico Collins with Houston. He's a dog. Michael Pittman. I always like Michael Pittman. You know, that's a USC alum right there. Rashee Rice kind of fell off. Keenan Allen, whatever. Cortland Sutton, he's pretty solid. That's AFC, but he's not top 5, top 10. Devontae Adams, he played all right this year. I don't know if he's top 10, though. CeeDee Lamb, definitely top 10, arguably top 5. AJ, so that's NFC. AJ Brown, NFC. Malik Neighbors is NFC. Terry McLaurin, NFC. Justin Jefferson, NFC. Amaron St. NFC. DJ Morris, NFC. Mike Evans is NFC. Cooper Kupp is NFC. Even though I don't think DK is all that good, but he's NFC. Marvin Harrison Jr. is NFC. You know, he hasn't really shined yet. So it might go to the NFC, but when you think about Jamar Chase, oh yeah, that's it. Everybody else is NFC. Drake London, he's NFC. Yeah, NFC definitely got the wide receivers. What about running backs? James Cook, he's nice. Devon A. Chain, he's nice. Brees Hall's nice. Ramondre Stevenson, Derrick Henry. Jonathan Taylor. He kind of fell off towards the end of the year, though. Saquon, NFC. Jameer Gibbs. I mean, NFC might got the best players for it. They got Bijan. Yeah, they might got the best players. AFC definitely got the best quarterbacks, though. That's not even close. But let's see if I got anything else I want to talk. Oh yeah, let's switch up. We can talk about wrestling a little bit. I thought this was kind of fun. Well, not funny, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
Roman Reigns. Oh, RKO by Orton. RKO by Orton. Reigns is down and out. And Reigns powers out. What? RKO. Reigns countered. Roman Reigns. Oh, RKO by Orton. RKO by Orton. Reigns is down and out. And Reigns powers out. What?
Roman Reigns always been my favorite player, man. Yeah, I mean, favorite player, favorite wrestler of all time. I definitely think he's gonna go down as a GOAT. And speaking of GOAT, I'm gonna end this segment. Hopefully, you two don't block my channel on this. They might. Wait, let's see. With Roman Reigns and CM Punk, I just thought this segment between them was so gangster, like they were cooking. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. They were cooking, boy. This is what I'll be talking about. Hopefully, you two don't block my channel now. See if I can find it. We'll find out. They'll notify me.
I choose to be a fighting champion, just like I chose to bring you into this company along with the rest of the Shield. And you chose to follow in my footsteps. And I'm here to tell you, Tribal Chief, you learn from the best. I'm proud of you. But you got a decision to make. There's 2 mountains to climb in front of you. And yeah, one is the easy way out because one is a guy that you think you can beat. And the other one's a guy that you know on your best day you can't touch because he's the best in the world. One door, if you so choose.
You two don't want me playing that. It's like I gotta look at the rights of what I can share and what I can't. Like sometimes I share stuff and it's no me tripping. Other times I share stuff, it's tripping like it is now. So I will take a look at this and see why. I'll look around and see what I can and cannot share. Kind of getting on that, that's it. But maybe I can share it off IG or something. Let's check. Let's see. Or maybe I can share it off X. No, I can't, but it's all right. It's okay. Yeah, I'm see because I don't see the video on there. I'm surprised they didn't put that. Surprised they didn't have that segment. I thought that was like one of the best segments. Roman Reigns and CM Punk going at it. Yeah, it's not on the strength. Let's see. Hopefully, on Triple Five be sharing this. I'm determined. We'll find out. Find out. Yeah, I can't find it. Never mind. It's all good. But I think it's gonna be interesting who's gonna win that WrestleMania match. This is the second time that Roman Reigns he is gonna be winning the Royal Rumble, and also I don't know if CM Punk ever want to win the Royal Rumble. I don't know. But I mean you obviously know that Roman Reigns is gonna win this. And I think if he doesn't win it, it's gonna be a hell of a story why he doesn't win it. Something's gonna have to go down, obviously. Because Roman Reigns' box office, they obviously lining him up to become the greatest wrestler of all time. John Cena, he did his thing. The Rock did his thing. But Roman Reigns, I think he's on another level when it comes to them. Roman Reigns, he has this. I don't know. He has like this edge to him that's really kind of inspiring, and his branding is really gravitating. I think he does a really good job of branding himself and having these slogans and these phrases, these the persona that he has, the pizzazz that he has, the lines that he has. It's The Rock was awesome at that, but Roman Reigns, he kind of has like even when you see some of his like in some of his clothing when he got the Superman punch, like that is like scalable branding right there. Like he can make some dope clothesline off of that. Then you talk about the Tribal Chief, OTC, Big Dog, like that's stuff that he could really like brand out there. I mean, I think he even got a deal with Jordan or something like that. So it's Roman Reigns, man. He like he said on Pat McAfee's show. I don't think YouTube is gonna block this. I'll pull this up. I think I already showed this though. I think I already showed that, so I'm not gonna show it again. When he talked about he's joining the Royal Rumble and he said he got the recipe to click it up and stuff like that. But yeah, he's definitely a brandable person, and it's gonna be interesting to see where he's gonna go after WWE. I think obviously he's probably gonna end up going into acting. So we'll see. But that's all. I think that's all I have for tonight, man. Let's see. Do I need to go back to football? Do anything on football I want to talk about? The Jets are hiring Stanford interim head coach and senior advisor Frank Reich as their offensive coordinator. Reich, 64, returns to the NFL after a head coaching stints with the Colts. Let's see. So I can pull up this article. Jets hired former Colts Panthers head coach Frank Reich as offensive coordinator. After spending a season in the college ranks, Frank Reich is heading back to the NFL. The New York Jets have hired Reich as their new offensive coordinator. NFL Network insiders and report Mike Ruffalo and Tom Pelestro reported on Wednesday. The team later announced the news. Frank has a rare combination of experience, creativity, and calm under pressure. Jets coach Aaron Glenn said in a statement, he lived this game from every angle as a quarterback in this league and as a coach who's led offenses at the highest level. He's unique in his ability to see the game for what it is right now and adapt when how he will help his team have success. Somewhat stunningly, the Jets parted ways with offensive coordinator Tanner Engstrand in late January. The timing was surprising, but New York has moved swiftly and Reach, who carries a wealth of NFL coaching and playing experience. Reach was among a pool of familiar names when the Jets interviewed for the position, including Rick Roman and Darrell Beeble, who also got second interviews. Reach, 64, played 13 seasons in the NFL, mostly as a backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, spent the 1996 campaign with the Jets, starting 7 games, and was consequently a team of men for the defensive back. Serving as the senior advisor for Stanford football ahead of his Jets hire, Reach was the Cardinals' interim head coach in 2025. They marked his return to coaching after an ill-fated stint as the Carolina Panthers head coach in 2023. Across 5 years as Indianapolis Colts head coach 2018 to 2022 and less than a season with the Panthers, Rich holds a 43-1 career record. His most success was realized as an offensive coordinator. He held the role first with the San Diego Chargers from 2014 to 2015, and then the Philadelphia Eagles from 2016 to 2017. Reach played a vital role in Philly's run to winning the Super Bowl over the New England Patriots. The upcoming season will now mark Reach's first as an offensive coordinator since winning the Super Bowl with the Eagles. He has a daunting task in front of him, aiming to improve a Jets offense that was 29th in the league in points and yards. The Jets got starts at quarterback from Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor, and Brady Cook, with success hard to come by and a future at the position never glimpsed. What comes next for the Jets is the bigger quandary of who will be the team's starting quarterback in 2026. For now, though, Glenn has found his new offensive coordinator not long after parting ways with his first. No matter, I thought I was showing that article, my bad, y'all. But no matter what the Jets do, they're not going to be good. They have a quarterback problem, they have a head coach problem. I don't like Eric Glenn. I don't think Eric Glenn's a good head coach. I don't think Aaron Glenn should be a head coach. And I honestly don't think Aaron Glenn is going to be a head coach I don't think he's going to be a head coach very long. I shouldn't say I don't like him. I don't like him as a head coach. I just the dancing and the stupid stuff that he's doing on the sidelines when his team sucks. It's like then he's lying to himself. Somehow how much he believes in Justin Fields. I don't think he's suitable to be a head coach. He seems like a cool guy to be around. He seems like a fun guy to be around, but he doesn't. I don't think he has the I just don't think he has the skill set, I guess you could say, or the mentality to be able to lead men and lead these football players to be a great team. I don't think he has the formula. I don't think he knows what he. I don't think Aaron Glenn knows what he's doing as a head coach. I'll put it to you like that. I honestly don't think he knows what he's doing. And there wasn't an ounce of time where I thought the Jets played any kind of competent football at all this year. And that reflects on Aaron Glenn's incompetence as a head coach. I think he's a really great defensive coach. I mean, you saw what he did when he was in Detroit. But that's the thing. Like, some guys cannot be head coaches. It's okay. It's okay. And some guys are just coordinators. Like I was saying about what's his name? Jesse Minter. I don't think Jesse Minter is going to be a good head coach. I honestly don't. I don't think he's going to be any better than Aaron Glenn. Maybe he will. He got Lamar Jackson. He's in Baltimore. He's in a much better franchise. But I don't think Aaron Glenn is going to be all that any better this year. I might be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I don't pray. I don't pray on these guys' downfall. If I say somebody is terrible or overrated or bad, unless you're a quarterback that people are saying you're better than Justin Herbert, I do want you to play bad because I don't want you to be better than Justin Herbert, or not play bad, but I want you to be worse than Herbert. And I will say that I don't care. I'm live on my channel saying that Herbert is my guy, and I'm riding with Herbert to the day I die. But with that being said, all the other stuff, all the other players, all the coaches, I don't wish bad on these guys' downfall because why would I not want them to be good? Why would I not want them to be great? But I'm just doing my job, and my job on this channel is to be as authentic and honest and genuine as possible. And this is live, and I'm doing everything from the top of my head. I have no script, so I'm going with the flow and what's going on in the world of football, what's going on in the world of wrestling, what's going on in the world. Eventually, college football was going, and eventually it'll be boxing and UFC and MMA, and then we'll just stop there. Like I told you all, if you wanted basketball, you know what to do. But I don't think Aaron Glenn is going to be a good head coach. I think Justin Miller's going to be a good head coach. I don't think Robert Saleh is going to do good in Tennessee. Now, if these guys can get really, really great coordinators around them, they'll do a good job. Jesse Minter is doing a pretty good job of what he's doing. Robert Saleh is so far doing a good job of getting Brian Dable. And we'll see how this guy goes. He has a lot of experience, and he has a lot of experience in coaching, a lot of experience playing. Maybe he can help with the offense, or he can help with no, he will not. But we'll see. I don't think it's going to make a difference in New York. I think New York they need a new quarterback, and they need a new head coach. And they need some dogs, not just new. They need dogs. They need a great, proven head coach. And they need a quarterback that we know that's going to go out there and dog out. So that's all I got, man. If you all want more, you know where to find me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And we're going to be back very soon. Tomorrow, all day. Deuces.